And then this is when the courtroom takes another big break. Prosecution goes on to say, did you know that Lindsay Clancy was working out with yellow exercise bands? Court ended way earlier than expected at 10:40 Eastern Standard Time, and I think I know a few of the reasons why. There's something going around on the internet about mysterious juror drama, which is why there was a big pause in the morning before the witness even took the stand. Judge William Sullivan called each juror to the stand one by one and asked them a single question they all seemed to respond no to. All of these interviews with the judge were very quiet and short and very unclear as to what exactly he asked them. He did, however, at one point say that this pause in the courtroom had nothing to do with either attorneys. Then Sheila Kavanaugh takes the stand. She is a chaplain that visited Lindsay Clancy over 200 times. The first time that they actually spoke, Lindsay Clancy told her that she was so glad that her kids are safe. The chaplain on the stand also shared that Lindsay Clancy had said she heard a very persistent male voice. They held hands and prayed, and she assured her that her kids are safe because they are in heaven now. Lindsay had also mentioned to this chaplain that if she didn't do what she had done to her and her kids, they wouldn't be safe. Prosecution goes on to cross-examine Sheila Kavanaugh and asks, why wasn't any of this mentioned in these medical notes that you took over these 200 visits with Lindsay Clancy? In some of these notes that the chaplain took, she had mentioned that Lindsay was very fearful of not being able to walk and feeling vulnerable around others. Some of the notes mentioned one time she was engaged and energized and hopeful and looking forward to being discharged to the next place. There were also notes about Lindsay and her mother playing cards together. On one of the visits, Lindsay had expressed hopefulness in her gained physical strength and that she was feeling deserving of it. Prosecution goes on to say, so many notes here, but nothing mentioned about this persistent male voice. And then this is when the courtroom takes another big break. Prosecution goes on to say, did you know that Lindsay Clancy was working out with yellow exercise bands? The judge calls both attorneys up to the front. There is a big pause, and he then resumes saying that court will take session again tomorrow morning. I do want to mention I got a glimpse of Lindsay Clancy's parents sitting down, and they were sitting next to Dr. Zeisel. Also, there is a large group of ladies wearing pink outside of the courthouse today in support of Lindsay Clancy. I will be back recapping for tomorrow's day in court, which is expected to be kind of long. Hit the follow button.